So I finally got a chance to sit down and play some of the Battlefield 6 beta. Because I've been kind of anticipating that, but unfortunately for me, and as some of you may know just from watching my channel in the past couple of weeks, I've been playing a lot of Mafia: The Old Country, and I finally finished it, but it's been kind of taking up a lot of my time for playing other games because I was so just enthralled with it. Finally finished it. Finally was able to take a moment and try out some Battlefield 6, which I played some today. And I played through a match of Conquest, well, about 2 matches of Conquest. And I wanted to just kind of talk because I did play a lot of the Battlefield games kind of growing up, and I really enjoyed most of them that I played. I think I started, the very first Battlefield game I ever played was Battlefield Bad Company 2. And that was way back. Like, I don't even remember the year that game came out, but that one, oh, wow. Oh, my apologies. Let me just grab the camera for a second. I'm sure you noticed that's Wally back there. I gave him a treat a second ago, and he's chewing it up. He's having the time of his life. Now, we're trusting him on the carpet today. I don't usually do that, but we're seeing if he does okay. I don't know if he's a carpet ripper or if he's gonna pee on it, but we'll see how it goes. See, look, he's getting mad at his treat already. Anyway, let's set this back down. All right, so I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6, and like I was saying, like I kind of started with Battlefield Bad Company 2. That was where it all kind of began for me. Really enjoyed the story mode and stuff on that game. Battlefield 3 came around. I remember enjoying that. Battlefield 4, though it launched with a lot of issues because it was struggling quite a bit when it first came out. It got much better over time. And Battlefield 4 for me and for a lot of people became kind of like the ideal like Battlefield experience. So that kind of like in a way like set the standard, I think, of what like modern Battlefield could really be. Once Battlefield 5 came around, Battlefield 5 was kind of iffy. It wasn't like I was excited for it, but I feel like I had already rode the high of Battlefield 4 for so long that Battlefield 5 didn't really I don't know, it just didn't sit, it didn't stick. It wasn't something that I wanted to, keep pursuing. I ended up not playing a whole lot of it. I think I played maybe even because I think that one has like story missions, and I played a couple of those, but I never actually finished all of them. But overall, it was okay. And then Battlefield 1 came around. If you've been there since Battlefield 1, Battlefield 1 was great. I really enjoyed Battlefield 1. The story modes, I remember finishing every single campaign side mission story thing because they had those like shorter, like bite-sized ones in that one and in Battlefield 5. If I'm remembering these in release order correctly. But Battlefield 1 ended up being really cool. And then, of course, like everybody else, I didn't actually buy Battlefield 2042. The trailer came out for it, and I thought it looked really awesome. I was ready for something new at the time, or at least something more modern, because we got a lot of like World War I and World War II battlefields, which are really cool for what they are, but it's not something that I was looking for at the time. And when Battlefield 2042 came around, I think a lot of people, including myself, were like really excited. We really thought like, hey, we're going to get back into what Battlefield is. But, well, that game released with a ton of issues, and I never bought it. The only time I ever played it was, I think, when it came to Game Pass, and I could just try it for free. And so I tried it, and I mean, it's good. It still just doesn't feel right. Like when you're playing it, to me, it doesn't fully feel like a Battlefield game. Like it has a lot of Battlefield aspects, but it doesn't feel like a Battlefield game. But all of that to say, it leads us up to Battlefield 6, and you've probably already seen it by now, but I've been throwing Battlefield 6 gameplay up. You've probably been watching me die. I think I lost one of the matches I played earlier too, so if you end up seeing that, it is what it is. But Battlefield 6 is cool. It genuinely feels like what if Battlefield 4 was what if Battlefield 4 was entirely enhanced and brought to the newest generation of consoles. And that's kind of what it feels like as a modern Battlefield 4. There's things that are really cool about it. Like the respawn times are probably, in my opinion, the fastest that I've ever seen in a Battlefield game. I'm very used to like waiting, and then it kind of like the map pans out, and you have to sit there and wait, and then pick a person to spawn on, and then come in. And Battlefield 6, like it does that, but it's much faster than usual. So you're getting in and out of the combat like really quickly. And another thing too is like I was playing Conquest, and the map that I was playing on, if you've played the beta, it's Empire Bay. You see it I think it's Empire Bay is what it's called, but it's the one that's I don't know, it's like New York or something. But anyway, we were playing it, and it's a Conquest map, but in terms of just Battlefield map sizes, it felt really small, like compared to like others throughout the years. But overall, I mean, it's good. It's just it's very detailed. Like I was walking around kind of looking at things and just kind of getting a feel for what the game's going to be like. It looks great. It just feels a little small. But since it's a little small, that means you get into the gameplay a lot more quickly, which makes it almost a little bit more fun, but a little bit less tactical. So, because Battlefield in some games like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1, like you had to be kind of meticulous and kind of tactical with how you played it. You kind of knew where all the cluster points were, where people would spawn in and just kind of like bombard each other. But in this one, it felt a bit more like the close quarters game mode. I think Battlefield 4 was the one that introduced the close quarters game mode, but it felt a lot more like that than it did like a standard Conquest mode. But I still enjoyed it. Like I still had a lot of fun. Like the gameplay, the shooting was really snappy. The sliding was cool, though I haven't quite gotten the hang of how to slide yet in that game, at least on console, because I'm playing it on the Xbox, so I'm playing the Xbox version of the beta. But overall, it was a good time. Like, I mean, the people that I was playing with weren't that great, so I was getting a lot more kills on it than I kind of expected me to get. But at the same time, I don't know how many like modern like kids and younger folks like have been actually playing Battlefield. So this might be their first experience to play Battlefield even entirely. And that's really interesting to think of because I feel like I'm 31 now, so I've been playing Battlefield for a long time. So I don't know. I'm not saying like I'm super casual when it comes to playing Battlefield. In most multiplayer games, I just play it just to be with the boys, just have a good time. But it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm tentatively excited because we know how EA likes to be with their microtransactions, and they're just kind of known for ruining games whenever they come out. So it's very possible that this game might come around and EA might do something that more or less ruins it. So I am cautiously optimistic. I really enjoyed playing what I played of the beta. And if you've had a chance to play it, I mean, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, especially if you're like me and you've played several of the previous Battlefield games. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it, just to kind of see, because it feels great. I think it's going to be great. I don't want to put too much faith into it. So, if you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really stuck out to me while I was playing it. And it was just really fast paced. It was really fast paced the whole time. I don't think there was a dull moment for me whatsoever in the games that I played. It was constant. It was beautiful. It looks wonderful. So if you're really into like high fidelity graphics too, it's especially in what it seemingly is like a nice live multiplayer setting, like it felt pretty good. And even for the beta itself, I think I ran only into a couple of like internet problems. I think, and I don't even know why, because my internet is great. Like I have gigabit internet, but it's hardwired into the Xbox, so it should be in theory totally fine when it comes to speeds. But I don't know. There was like a moment or two I think where it stuttered, but it is a beta, so you gotta kind of cut it some slack where you can. But I have Wally over here kind of exploring the room. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think about Battlefield 6. It's crazy to say that out loud. Battlefield 6. Let me know what your thoughts are. Sound off in the comments down below. I'd love to chat with you guys about it. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for this video. Thanks for saying hi to Wally. Wally, come here. Come here. He's having too much fun with his toys. He doesn't want to come over here and hang out. I was going to introduce him to you guys, but maybe in the next video I can actually get him in. But otherwise, hope you're having a good one. Thanks for being here for as long as you have, and I suppose I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.